Did Johnny Depp really just say, "I don't hate her"? Take a second. Let that sink in. After everything he endured, after years of being dragged through the mud, humiliated on the biggest stage imaginable, made the punchline of jokes by people who never even met him, after watching his most private, intimate moments twisted into headlines, turned into memes, dissected by strangers, that's what he chose to say? I don't hate her. I never have. I never will. I mean, how? How does someone even find the words to say that? And not just say it, but mean it? It makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Because if we're being honest with ourselves, and I really mean honest here, how many of us, after going through something like that, would have chosen those same words? Would you? Would I? I'm not sure I could. Because here's the thing, it's human nature to get angry when someone hurts us, isn't it? We want them to feel it. We want them to understand the pain they caused. We want to watch them struggle the way we did. We want to see them painted as the bad guy, just like they made us feel like we were. And yet, here's Johnny. One of the most iconic, beloved actors of his generation. A man who gave his whole heart to his craft and his fans. A man who, at the peak of his career, had everything ripped out from under him almost overnight. He lost roles. He lost friends. He lost trust. He even lost his health. And still, he stood there. Calm. Composed. In front of cameras and microphones. With the whole world hanging on his every word. And he said something that, let's be real, takes far more strength than anger ever could. He said he doesn't hate her. And that's why this moment, this little sentence, matters so much. Because it's not just another line in a celebrity scandal. It's not just another soundbite for late-night shows to make fun of. It's something bigger. Something we can all learn from. Because here's the truth, we've all been hurt, haven't we? Every single one of us. We've all trusted someone who betrayed that trust. We've all opened up to someone, let them see who we really are, only to have them turn around and break our hearts. And when that happens, the easiest thing in the world is to get angry. It feels like power, doesn't it? To sit there and stew in that anger. To replay what they did to us over and over in our heads. To tell ourselves, I'll never forgive them. Not after what they did. Because that anger, it feels like protection. It feels like armor. Like it's keeping us safe from ever being hurt again. But what Johnny just showed us, is that holding on to hate. It doesn't protect you. It poisons you. It chains you to the very thing you're trying to escape. It keeps you stuck. Stuck in the past, while the other person goes on with their life. And that's why his words hit me so hard. Not because he forgave her. But because he forgave himself enough to let it go. And it really does make you wonder, doesn't it? How many of us are still carrying around hate we don't need to? How many of us wake up every morning angry at someone who probably hasn't even thought about us in years? How many of us have let that anger keep us from moving forward? Because here's something we don't like to admit, hate doesn't hurt the person you aim it at. It hurts you. Johnny could have stayed bitter. And let's be real, nobody would have blamed him. After everything he went through, he had every right to feel angry. He had every reason to want revenge. But he didn't. He chose something else. He chose peace. When a reporter asked him how he could possibly say he doesn't hate her, he didn't even flinch. He just gave this little faint smile. Like he'd already made his peace a long time ago. And he said, "Hate eats you alive. And I've got too much to live for to let it do that." Wow. Think about that. Really think about it. Because he's right, isn't he? Hate doesn't just sit in your mind. It lives in your body. It keeps you awake at night. It tightens your chest. It makes you bitter, even toward people who never did anything to you. It's like drinking poison, and hoping the other person dies. And when you put it like that, why would you do that to yourself? That doesn't mean what happened to him didn't hurt. It did. You could see it during the trial. You could hear it in his voice. You could see the weight he was carrying. The pain was real. The disappointment was real. The betrayal cut deep. But he made a choice. He refused to keep hurting himself. And that's the part most of us don't understand: forgiveness. It's not really about the other person. It's about you. It doesn't mean you have to trust them again. It doesn't mean you have to let them back into your life. It doesn't even mean what they did was okay. It just means you're done letting them take up space in your heart. You're done letting the past steal your present. You're done letting hate eat you alive. Because you deserve peace more than you deserve revenge. There's a saying I heard once. It goes: forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And clearly, Johnny has figured that out. And you can see it now, can't you? He seems lighter. He seems calmer. He's not fighting anymore. He's just living his life again, on his own terms. And isn't that what we all want? So let me ask you this, and really think about it. If you were in Johnny's shoes, could you do the same? Could you let go? Could you stand there, look at the person who hurt you, and say, "I don't hate you"? Could you actually mean it? It's a hard question, I know. But it's worth asking yourself. Because at some point in your life, you'll find yourself standing at that same crossroads. You'll have to choose between holding on to the pain, or letting it go. And the choice you make? It'll determine the kind of life you get to live. You can keep drinking that poison every day, or you can finally set yourself free. And listen, I get it. I know it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like forgiveness is just something you wake up one morning and magically feel. It takes time. It takes strength. It takes a lot of self-love. But you're stronger than you think. You're worth more than your pain. And you deserve peace. So right now, just you and me, I want you to think about it. Who are you still holding on to hate for? Who are you letting live rent-free in your head, keeping you angry, keeping you up at night, keeping you from being fully present in your own life? Maybe it's time to let that go. Not for them. For you. And if Johnny can do it, under the brightest, harshest spotlight imaginable, so can you. So here's what I want you to do. Just one thing. Think of one person you've been carrying anger for. Just one. And today, even if it's just quietly, in your own heart, let it go. Say to yourself, I don't hate them. Say it again if you have to. Say it every day if you need to. And little by little, you'll start to feel lighter. And I promise you, the peace you'll feel is worth it. And now, I want to hear from you. If you were in Johnny's place, what would you say? Could you look at the person who hurt you and say, I don't hate you? Could you actually mean it? Tell me in the comments. Because your story matters, too. And who knows, your words might inspire someone else to find their own peace. And if this video gave you something to think about, and you want to hear more about how Johnny is quietly rebuilding his life and career after everything he went through, click right here to watch my next video. I promise, you're going to be surprised at what he's working on now. You won't want to miss it. And hey, if this video made you feel something, if it resonated with you in some way, go ahead and like this video. It only takes a second, but it really does mean a lot to me. And if you want to keep having conversations like this, about stories that go deeper than the headlines, subscribe. Because I'd love for you to be part of this little community we're building here. You belong here. And don't go anywhere just yet. Watch the next one. Let's keep this conversation going. Because you, yes, you, deserve peace, too. And it all starts right here. I'll see you in the next one.